practice in my devotional life. The first thing is to have obedience towards the disciplic succession and all the spiritual knowledge that you're getting. Faith again, to know, to understand, to have that faith in Krishna's messages, that is injunctions. And the third one is anusuya, that is to freedom from envy. Now all of these are interconnected. The main important thing is to have faith. Now that doesn't come very easily. We could be doing so many activities thinking that we'd have faith, but it's really not that easy to have that complete faith in the disciplic succession to Krishna's message. The envy is the part, like without envy to have faith. Now how can you not have envy? Because of the way we are with all the material condition and everything, it's always so natural. We listen to all these messages from the morning, how many shlokas and how many translations we heard. We listen to that, we think, oh, guess what? I know it all. I have read it how many times, all these messages. But honestly, how much are you really going to take it in? How much are you going to take it to your heart? It's always very natural for it to know, okay, that really doesn't apply to me because see, I'm in a different position or maybe I'm doing something different. But if you're serious and your goal is to progress in spiritual life, then you start to take the humble position where you are going to really listen to the instructions, have clear, it's not just about hearing, but taking it to the heart and following the instructions. Now when you then slowly you start developing the faith, and again all of this process, it's very important that you have a guru, because it's very easy for us to listen to our mind and then you just follow, because today what I think right may not be really right dharma, but it could be according to somebody else. So all of this is not possible unless you have the true spiritual guidance from a guru or acharya. So I think that's all I have at this point. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
So who else is from the... yes. So, no, I'm just saying if someone had... so we'll have Satya Prabhu, the earliest and long-standing congregation members and devotees of International Society for Krishna Consciousness in Phoenix. So thank you very much for coming.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. My verse today is chapter 3:21. This is, I'll try to sing it. Please forgive me if it is not good. Yadyadacharati sreshtaha tapta deve guru janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. I was fortunate that I was able to listen to Bhagavad Gita almost every day because we had a movie theater in our village next to our house and they used to play this every single day. So every evening would start like that with Bhagavad Gita, so it's one of those, so I cannot forget. But in this verse it talks about how leaders should be. I think that is a very good thing that we need to discuss now, considering what's going on here. But the purport is mainly whatever great people do, everybody will follow, and whatever great people and leaders do, people will take it as the standard. And it is very important today, considering the current world situation or current ethical situation of everyone. We are mostly blindfolded. People just follow what others are doing, and the society is dictating everything, including what we should do when we get up, that we drink coffee and we should go to work and then do something, come back, watch TV. All of these we are just following as society is telling us, as leaders are doing. I mean, when we say leaders, it includes a lot of the presidents of the country, leaders in society, leaders in towns and everything, leaders in companies, all of those. So it actually sets an example very high. I mean, it says what people will do, whatever they do. Indirectly, what Lord Krishna is trying to say is, if you want to become a leader, you should have those qualities. And I want to tell you one small story. This is in 300 AD, there used to be a king called King Bhoja. One day he went to a forest for his usual whatever kings do, and then at one place he was resting, and then he saw a bunch of group of people coming towards him. Sorry, he saw. I mean, sorry, their soldiers were all thirsty, and they wanted to get some rest. So then they saw a farmland where there was a farmer sitting on a high land. So the King Boja asked them, "Oh, we need some water. Do you have some food?" So the guy shouts from there, "Yes, yes, please come. I'll do everything in my capability. Please come, I'll serve you." He was so humble, he was shouting from there. So King Boja comes with all the soldiers and comes close to this, and then the guy gets down from that high area where he was like supervising his field. He comes down, and suddenly he sees King and say, "Oh, we are so many people, you're expecting me to feed so many people? Are you out of your mind? Get out of here, get out of my farm." King was surprised. And then again this guy goes back up, and then again same thing happens. Goes back to his high area, and then the king, they were retreating, and then soldiers were really thirsty. Somebody else now asked the farmer, "Oh, can you please help? We are really thirsty." Then this guy again said, "Oh, really? Yeah, please come. I will serve you with everything, whatever is in the fields and whatever water I can get. I'll definitely do this." So he was really, King was, I mean, this happens like 2-3 times. Whenever this guy goes back to that place, he was really nice and kind, and whenever he comes out of there, he is a mean guy. So King wanted to find out what is the reason that this guy is behaving like that when he is above that platform and coming down. Of course, he's the king. This guy, I mean, he didn't express to this guy that he was the king. At that time, the king decides, we need to find out something is special about this place. So what he does is he starts digging that area. And then they find out this throne that was from Vikramaditya, who was the calendar, Indian calendar is based upon his time. King Vikramaditya. And Vikramaditya has such great qualities. I mean, this throne supposedly has come from King Indra when King Indra was very happy with this king, and then he gave this throne. And that throne, there are 32 statues of small apsaras, and every time the king tries to board the throne, each apsara will say, "Oh, king, you cannot get onto this throne. Do you have the qualities of Vikramaditya?" There are 32 stories. I think when you get a chance, try to read those stories. I mean, that is the qualification of a king. A king should have all of those qualifications. And that is what essentially this sloka is saying. If the kings have those qualities, guess what? I mean, all of us will naturally try to follow, and the society will improve very much. Hare Krishna. Next, I think it is Priyanka Mataji's turn.